Man, it's been a while. Like, seriously, it's been over 6 months since I last streamed. I can't even tell you, like, just how. God, I don't even know what I want to put it as. It's like, it's not stress, anxiety, it's like nerves, just nerves. It's been so long, I've been just doing other things and not making good progress on anything. So within the 7-ish, what? Yeah, it's roughly 6 or 7 months since I last streamed. I moved. So, new place, new internet, not sure how everything was going to work, so there was that concern. And then there's also like my computer, as people probably know from prior streams, has been struggling in some cases. And it's like, I've wanted to try testing out multi-streaming for the better part of these 6 months, but the problem has been, one, just whether my computer can handle it, and after moving, whether the internet was stable enough to stream, because that's been one of the concerns. It's just been like, every now and then, inconsistent, can't connect to anything, sort of thing. So, yeah, that's been its own little problem. So, yeah, today is more or less this testing, can I manage to keep both streams running live, and whether my computer will go kaput with everything going on. Okay, so right now, YouTube side of things, it's stable, which is good. Twitch is also stable, which is also good to see. The internet cut out for a second, but it looks like that hasn't affected stream, which is good. The only problem I can see, and I am really dreading what I'm seeing, my CPU is almost capped. That's not a good sign. Okay, what's using up most? The internet, or my browser, which I'm not surprised. Then OBS, and then the model stuff. It's not using up a lot. There's just a lot of little things that are using up small amounts. I think it's just the problem is my PC's old as hell now. Like, I've been using the same machine since I started doing content, so it's like at least 6 years now. I'm pretty sure. And I can't do anything to upgrade the CPU because, well, I checked. The motherboard can't handle anything bigger. So, as some people probably know, I've been looking to try and get a replacement, which people also probably know is not cheap. So it's been a matter of just trying to save up, which has not been easy. Life and shit. This is less a really good way to start stream. I'm just talking about crap and just seeing if my computer implodes. I think if I didn't have so many browsers or browser tabs, way too many. If I didn't have so many open, maybe I'd have a little more wiggle room on the CPU. The problem is, right now I can't monitor YouTube's chat without having a tab open to monitor the chat. I could set the laptop up and try and do it that... I don't really have the space to do that, but that's probably the other option. Realistically, I just need to get a better CPU. Like, it's not bad, it's just... for what I'm trying to do with stream, with all the little applications that are open, it's too much for it. That's probably the best way to put it. Because I've got, you know, the VTuber model, OBS, all the little things that the VTuber model has in order for it to run. So it's not just one program, it's like 4 with everything that... 3 main ones that need to be running, then a 4th one for Twitch integration. Then I've got 2 other programs that are running. Yeah, it's just a mess behind the scenes. Like, if I didn't have all that stuff running, I'd probably be saving a little bit. Like, that's why recording stuff is fine, but... yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing with the CPU usage. Like, I'm floating around like 80 to 90%. That's not good. It means that if I was to try and like play a game running on the PC itself, it would absolutely crap its pants. So that likely means, while I thought about whether I'd be doing it today or not, definitely not going to be able to do a Zelda randomizer, because that runs locally. So that's not doable. If I'm doing something on the console, or one of the consoles, then maybe. But yeah. Definitely going to be pushing myself if I try and do anything. At least we can do the just chatting sort of stuff, which brings us to the main thing of today's stream. The model. The new model. Okay, it's just YouTube's preview that's bugging out, and it's just my end of that. The stream itself is still healthy, which is fine. Yeah. You guys want to see the new model? I'm saying that as if there's anyone actually there. I know what's going on. It's like radio. You talk like there's people listening. You act like people are here. Oh god, I can feel my heart freaking racing. Actually, I can probably see if it's racing. Kind of. That'll make sense in a second. Okay, let's start with the typical feet. Yes, I'm upside down. Live with it. So people probably remember the old model. Yeah, the feet are pretty much the same. The pants, however, are different. New thing is socks. And yes, they are mismatched to misalign with the boots. I like asymmetric design. So yeah, pants, we have a different color. Yeah, for those who don't remember, the old ones were green. I went for a more monotone sort of color. And they do have stress tears. Okay, that's enough looking at that. The hands. There's not much change there. They're pretty much the same, but you may notice that they're further down. That was a mistake that I had made in the original concept. I had mismeasured how long my arm should be. So that's been rectified. That's been something that's been bugging me. You may notice now, I will go a little further. The hood design is completely different. If I remember the old one, it had like the crisscross pattern. Yeah, we've now got something a little different. You know what? This is getting a little confusing even for me. Oh, that is not the correct way to do that. There's only so much I can handle being upside down. There we go. So yeah. The metal arm's a bit different. I went for a more rustic coloring rather than the plain metal coloring that the previous version has. I think it works better because it gives the more of a red accent, which helps increase the asymmetry from the left and right side. And yeah, it has had a little bit of a rework for those who remember what the original looked like. You may also notice the hood has a zipper and pockets. In fact, there's actually like a opening in it. So let's go a little further. And you see that the vest, I think is the correct term, has a different design on it. Also that it doesn't have the single sleeve anymore. Well, as you can probably see, there's a bone there in my arm. Hang on, I'll zoom in on it so you can see better. Yeah, the arm's transparent and there's a bone. It is designed with the lower arm bone there as well, but there were a couple of issues just with design. This is more just me like realizing animation wise. So the long sleeve glove is covering the other arm part, the lower arm, but it is atomically correct. So there are two bones in there. The problem is that when that arm twists at the wrist, those bones flex and fold over each other. And I just realized, like, trying to animate that was going to be a problem. So that's why there's the long sleeve glove. So yes, the bones are there. I could probably hide the long sleeve or pull the glove down so that you can see that part, but it just was becoming a bit of an issue. But yeah, they're there. They're there. You'll also notice I have a different undershirt. Red and the navy. That's new. The old model did have an undershirt, but it was just white with yellow around the cuff, or the neck. It probably wasn't too easy to see that, to be honest. I like this more open design because it just layers a little better and it gets more of the red and blue color scheme in while keeping the green and purple. People may think, yeah, I am overcolored, but there is a balancing act in all of it. Okay, now for the fun part. Just a little further. We're not showing off the head just yet. So here's the fun part of the model. You notice the heart's moving. That's hooked up to a heart rate monitor. That's my actual heartbeat going on there. That was the biggest addition to this model. I had been thinking about this since the 1.0 got finished up, to be honest. So yeah, I looked into whether I could do a heart monitor tracking for the model. I found a program that worked. I did some testing, got a heart rate monitor to do it, and then like, cool, everything works. So let's make it so that the model can use it. So that's the big thing for the 2.0 is this. I mean, yeah, there's been like the redesign aspects and other things, like the vest now has a ribcage design on it. That was something that I had been, I'm going to be honest, like behind the scenes stuff. The vest had been the biggest pain in the neck in the original model to design. Because like the red and white color scheme was always a thing that I wanted to do with it, but it was the pattern for the white that had always been a problem. And just trying to come up with something that wasn't overly complicated. But yeah, finally they got the rib cage to kind of work for it. So yeah, that's the idea there. You'll also notice the shirt and the addition of like the little metal clips that are holding it all together. That's a design aspect that I had tinkered with the 1.0. I don't know if that was that noticeable. It's a little more now. And like the alternating pattern stripes and non-uniform design kind of gives the right impression that I was going for with the original. So yeah, I'm liking the design a lot more. Yeah. So yeah, if I try and control my heart a little bit and just slow the pace down. I could manually do it, but I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Like I can go into the program and just manually set what the rate is, but I'm trying to control my heart rate because I can do that a little bit. You'll notice it beats a little slower and then speed it up. Yeah, I'm not doing well at doing that. It's a lot easier to calm the heart rate and slow it than increase it. But yes, it will do the animation faster as my heart rate increases. So yeah, that's the fun bit. Also, you're probably seeing neck. That design's a little different from the original too. There's the actual neck bones in there. I mean, I've said in my lore poltergeist all this time, and I didn't really have like the whole spooky ghost aspect. So yeah, that's what the bone stuff is about, is bringing that in a little more. The heart thing is also part of that. So yeah, don't mind me being silly. Okay, the last part, the part that people are probably interested about, my face, the head. Oh boy. You know what, I'll let the ad run first. We'll force that to run and then we'll do that. I'm all nerves. I could have snoozed it, honestly. You know, while Twitch is stuck with the ad, YouTube side, I'm gonna say it here because I've been meaning to say it again. I really do appreciate that people have been watching the videos, subscribing, liking the videos, and just the general support on YouTube side of things. It has meant a great deal to me, particularly over the quietness with streams and other stresses that have been going on. I'm not going to go into that stuff because I prefer not to, but yeah, the support, just the general support and everything from YouTube has been a really big thing for me. I really do appreciate it. I can't express how much it has meant to me, and it's honestly been one of the big things that's just kept me going as far as like, I don't even know how to put that into words. Like, I feel like I would have given up, not just on streaming and YouTube, but being a creative person, and just spiraled out of control completely if it wasn't for the support that YouTube has given me. I'm still not in a great place entirely, and it's not like I'm, oh God, that sounds weird. It's not like I'm going to do anything or that. It's more just like my general mood and mental state has been apathetic. So yeah, thank you again to all the support from YouTube side of things. If you're watching this VOD later, or I guess maybe the cut of this that I'll do, yeah. God. Okay. Well, since Twitch is back with us, time to do the last part, the face reveal. Drumroll. God, I'm trying to hype myself up and get rid of the nerves, but it's not working. It's not working. Okay, just take the band-aid off and do it. Yipe. So yeah, my face is a bit different. A lot different, actually. So people probably remember the old model. My eyes were blue, not green, and were just a flat color. I kind of decided that design just didn't exactly work. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I tried to come up with something that I liked a little better, and so yeah, went with the green, and yeah, yes, it is. It was picked for contrast, not for anything else. It just makes the eyes like stand out against the rest of the face. That was the main thing. Because, you know, that's important. You can tell by my use of graphic language that, yes, I'm a graphic design person. And other things. Yeah. There are a few other things, like the eye shape is very different. I realized that the eye shape kind of gave a different, what's the word? Brain, come on. You don't do that much. Just work. It's like visual design language, like the big wide eyes give like innocence and stuff, and yeah, I realized that that's not really me. So I went for the longer, well, this eye shape, because it kind of reflects my tired, apathetic, and lazy side a little bit more. Also, you'll notice teeth. A nice set of fangs and stuff, as opposed to what the old model had. For those who didn't know, the old model did have teeth. I guess the easiest way to probably see that is they were used in the Selfish thumbnail, which is in the one-shots. Yeah, they're thin little daggers. Yeah, they weren't exactly what I was going for. This is more in line with what I wanted to do. You may notice there is a little oddity with the teeth. I'm trying to like think of the way to like word it without sounding weird. You got a good look there? Good. Yes. There were only 3 at the top with all the canines, which are the longer pointy ones. The fangs. Yeah, that's a reflection of real life. I only had 3 top teeth. Or, incisors? I think that's the term. Yeah, incisors. I only had 3. I only ever had 3 adult ones. The 4th one was never there. So yeah, that's a little bit of real world facts. So yeah, I decided to reflect that in the design a little bit, which is a bit of fun. Also, I have actual fangs. My canines are sharp, pointy little buggers. Oh dear. Oh yeah, you probably noticed the tail is there again. It's slightly different. Slightly. I'll duck down a little bit so you can see the plug end. That's mostly the same. The main difference is, if I can get it. Yeah, it's now got the gold spikes in it. You may notice that a lot of the vine work or cables, if you look behind me, hang on, I'll move out of the road. The cables all have that. That was a visual change up that I decided to do just because, well, it creates color contrast. But yeah, I'll shrink a little bit so that you can get the heart monitor in. Yeah. we still have faces, the other forms that my face can take. Let's see. I've only got like 6, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a lot less than the previous model, but to be fair, I didn't use most of them on the previous model all that often, so limiting it a bit and just focusing on the main ones was the ones that I used mostly was a big thing. It's like I went a little overboard with the previous one, but to be fair, I kind of learnt like which ones I tend to use from that, so it wasn't a total waste of stuff. I don't know how to put it otherwise. So yeah. You can kind of see that I can pull faces. Like, so yeah, I've got a little bit more range with the mouth than the previous model, and that's just a thing of passage of time and technology getting a little better. So yeah, for anyone who's curious, because I didn't mention this till now, the model artist and the rigger are the same people from the previous model. I managed to get both Purple Peps and Arisu for getting this model all together. So if anyone's wondering, yes, I don't need to change the credits or anything for the 2.0. So yeah, that's I'm trying to remember where I put that information. If you see the 1.0 model debut stuff, it's in there. Handles haven't changed. I think I put the credits on the Twitch. I haven't put them in YouTube, to be fair. But it gets a little complicated with YouTube videos because there's stuff with the old model, there's stuff with the PNG, there's stuff without a model. It's not very consistent. So yeah, there's that. Right, the other faces. I'm going to check if the mute actually works. Okay, the mute works, but it's not muting me at the moment. I think that's bugged. I'm gonna have to fix that off stream. But yeah, new mute. Loading with the Frobber. I hate the fact that I know what it's called now. Idea, which I think, did I rig that up properly? I don't think so. Maybe, hang on. I need to do a thing. No, I can't do that right now because I don't remember what the friggin' hotkey for that is. But that's okay. I think it's maybe control? Nah, don't know. Actually, isn't in the where is, there it is. I'm not sure if this is set up correctly. This is using the Twitch interactive throwing system. I'm not going to say the acronym. Hell, he's already made fun of me for that. I'm going to see if it's rigged up because I think I rigged it up.
It's time for another bad idea.
Huh. That didn't work. Ah, well. Okay. So we got the other ones. We've still got 3 more to do. Yep. So yeah, we got the sweat, nerves. I've called this one shock. I'm pretty sure what this one is. Oh, it's the exclamation. Yeah. And then the last one. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. You may notice that a lot of the face ones they completely replace the face. And that's part of the design idea. Like, it's a CRT, it's a screen. I'm not fixed to having like just a facial expression. I can do images and stuff, and so I leaned into it. Like that was in the original like 1.0 design as well. So yeah, it makes sense to do it with the 2.0. And it's mainly just those ones. I think Sweat's the only one that keeps the face, but to be fair, I've got a lot of range on what I can do with my face. Like, you know, smile, frown. I don't know if I can actually do angry, but to be fair, I don't really get angry very often. So yeah. I could probably rig Sweat up to the heart rate monitor, and if it gets over a certain amount, but you know, sometimes your heart rate goes up because you're excited, because you're happy, because you're doing something that you shouldn't be. Oh dear. So yeah, that's all the faces I've got this time around. A lot less than prior models, but to be fair, it's probably better that I keep it to fewer just so that I can, you know, go, oh, I want to use this face real quick. I also plan to like rig a couple of other things up, or at least I've been considering putting shock to like raid events and stuff, but honestly, I think it's probably better that I don't and just get into the habit of doing stuff manually. Yeah, this has been the little talk about what my model can do and stuff, and showing it off. Oh yeah, the inside of the hood, I didn't really talk on that. Nice little stripe pattern in there. I decided that to kind of break the color up, just because like having a solid color in there didn't work. And it's like, you know, have solid purple one side, solid green, even if you flip it, just looks weird. I happened to spot, and I'm giving away where I got the idea. I happened to spot one of Helly's hoodies that she'd got, and it had a striped pattern on the inside. I'm like, huh, that could work. Sometimes you just get inspiration from real world things. You'll also notice that the ends of the hoods are a bit different than the old one. I kind of just wanted to do away with what the tassels were and decided to do the sort of like ghostly spikes sort of thing. I know what I mean. So yeah, they don't dangle down, they're not as long anymore, but it took a lot of work trying to like get the design the way I wanted it to. Like there was a lot of like reworking and reworking that. Like I still have like all the files and stuff of like the rework, so it wasn't like, oh, I instantly know what the new model's going to look like. No, it probably took... Since the model was done 6 months, maybe, to flesh the design out. there was a lot of like back to the drawing board sort of things. Particularly the hood, the vest, and like the design of like, hang on, design of like this area. I mean that's like an important part of the design, is like, you know, the shirt, the hoodie, the vest, like all of that is like big visual design sort of stuff. The other thing was color prominence. Like, you may notice the old design is like very green-blue sort of thing. And I realized like red is meant to be the more prominent color with the vest. So like that's why the shirt is red navy. It kind of like brings the prominence of red to the forefront with the design, to contrast the high amount of blue, because, you know, my face is blue. My visible body parts are blue. So I needed the visual, the color contrast to kind of balance. Because like blue is very prominent in the design. If I had green and purple be the other prominent colors, then I'm very like cool coded. Cool and hot colors, I know what I mean. So by increasing the amount of red in the design, I kind of balance that out to have not too cool the colors and have like a bit more warm colors, which helps me stand out from the backdrops that I do, because most of my my overlays have like a very prominent blue navy sort of color. So I figured I'd go for like a warmer tones in order to try and create the contrast so that I stand out a little better. Yeah, a lot of graphic design talk. I didn't expect that. Yeah. Is there much else to talk about? As far as the V2 model goes, no. Here's the full look. If I can, I need to go a little further back. The design all in one. There you go. Happy? You've had your look? Cool. I'm gonna get back in your face. Yes, I rigged pretty locations to move to. I mean, it makes sense. You move around the screen, you're not necessarily able to manually drag yourself around. You better be able to quick move. Yeah, looks like the internet's been pretty stable, which is good. The CPU I'm concerned about. I have been monitoring it. It's off on the side, and it really does not like it. And I think that's just having all of the tabs open and stuff. I could close those and I'd probably get back... Oh, actually, I should be able to work that out. If I go to the other one. 10%. That's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. Like 10 to 12%, which would put me down to like the 70 to 60 range, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the throwing system isn't using too much. OBS isn't using too much. It's just, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. Maybe I need to go through and clean up program files again. Yeah, there's not really a lot that's standing out. What's using the most? OBS, but it's barely using that much, to be honest. It's that and the VTuber stuff, the model and the tracking. And, of course, the browser. Web browser. Honestly, I think my computer is fine just doing this. If I try playing a game, it might crap itself, particularly if it's on the PC running it. I don't know how it would handle having a game running through on the consoles. It could work, or it could break itself. As far as like YouTube side of things go, like the stream quality seems to be fine, so that's an option to do multi-streaming more regularly, which is nice, a nice sentiment. But as I can see from like the stats and stuff, yeah, it's been a while since I've streamed, so everyone forgot about me. Nyeh, that's the wrong thing. Just get rid of that for a sec and go back here, refresh the page, check. Yeah, my PC is really not struggling. It's just like it's getting close to like crapping its pants. Like the graphics card is fine. That's only like a bit over 60%. That's fine. Memory, I've got plenty of RAM in this PC, and everything else is fine. It is just the CPU that is an issue at the moment, and the internet decides to flicker about a bit occasionally, but as far as the stream health goes, it's fine. This is kind of where I'm just at the point of... Sorry. Big stretch. I kind of don't know whether I want to try streaming games. Just because, like, I'm pretty sure that I would be running my CPU into dangerous territory where things might crap the bed. I mean, it's like OBS is not using too much now, but I've got like so many different things running in the background. Like the only other thing I could do would be like turn off the throwing and the sound stuff, but if I'm not running them on my end, those redeems don't work on Twitch, and that's a problem. If I wasn't worried about those redeems, yeah, we could probably save like maybe 10%. It's not a lot. It's about the same as what I'd save from... Is it? Hang on. Now, the sound stuff's using barely anything, and the throwing system is barely... It's not even 10%. It's more like 5%. At least when it's not doing anything. I think if I was to throw a bunch of shit at my face, or scrap, I should say, it might start to crank it up, but it's probably not that much of a difference. as far as things go, I think this is doing both is doable. The problem is my CPU. And even if I was to like, oh, turn the monitoring off or close the browser stuff, I'd still have to find a way to monitor YouTube. Because I don't have anyone monitoring it. And I can't monitor it through OBS. Like chat if I need to do anything. Which is probably not a problem. Most of the stuff on Twitch's side of things is pretty much handled through stuff, so I don't really need the browser open for that. It's just YouTube I'm concerned about there. And the other thing is, like, I can't see YouTube's chat without a browser window open. I could get away with that on another device. But again, like, I'm only saving a pittance in memory, so I'm not sure. Oh boy. Yeah, so I think as far as things go, I may do like just chatting streams for a bit occasionally. I need to look into whether I can do anything to clean my CPU up a little more. But I really get the feeling that I'm kind of pushing this machine to its limit, and I can't do anything to upgrade it without having to replace the motherboard, and once you get to that point, it's a whole new rig. So yeah, I kind of stuck in an awkward position there. I at least hope that people enjoyed like the model showcase, and I didn't mind me like rambling on about like all the weird shit and just talking like tech stuff with like how my PC is handling and everything. I don't want to like put people out and go, support me, give me money. I hate that. Like, I want to create stuff that people will enjoy regardless. If I get like any financial support or aid from people through whatever means is possible, that's fine. I'm not going to like go, don't do it. But at the same time, you know, look out for yourselves first. I will manage. I always somehow do. Barely. But yeah, I've mentioned it in the Discord and on YouTube, I think, that I have a Ko-Fi. I still have the thing about brain, come on, of trying to put people in the credits in the video stuff that I've been working on, air quotes. No, that stuff is still being worked on. I've been workshopping scripts, sort of thing. Sort of. God, this is going to get very weird very fast. I worked out that if I write up a script, even dot point script, and try and read it, I constantly trip over my own tongue. I need to ad-lib what I want to say, which means I need to work out what I want to ad-lib first. So yeah, that's been a bit of a hassle. It's also like working out like what the first topic is that I want to do, and trying to... How do I put this in a way that makes sense? Consider who the video is for, sort of thing. Like I'm just gonna be real. Like, it's meant to be like game design related stuff, and like, not like, and talking about like, oh god, and just talking about game design stuff. It's not meant to be like I'm an authority on anything. It's just meant to be like, I'm catching myself saying that damn word, and it's now psyching me out. The idea I'm going for is a more informal discussion starter sort of thing. So I'm trying to like, I'm trying to think of how to word what I say in a way that makes it indicative to discussion. Not going like, here is A means this, fact, fact, fact. What do you think? Sort of thing, and try and do like a more informal talking point and go like, here's where I got my idea from. Here's what research I did. This is what I feel is implied. Do you agree or disagree? Do you have an alternative viewpoint? But it's kind of hard to do that with some of the topics that I've been like throwing around in my head. But like, but I have the format down of what, how it's going to look. I know how I'm going to present it visually. So that's been decided, and I've worked out how I'm going to be able to do that and record that and everything. And I know that I'm not going to be using the model or anything. It's just going to be voiceover, just because of visual space and the fact that I'm probably going to end up cutting up what I say a lot, and that's going to make very jittery movements of the model. So that's going to be fun. But yes, that is still something that I've been working on. It's not like it's not like it didn't happen. It's just been taking a lot of work because a lot of other things have been happening in life, and I have been avoiding trying to do things and just let's just say I've been very flat in terms of mood, energy, constantly feeling tired, the cold weather, and as I've mentioned, the house being freezing in the new place has not helped. I don't like that smell. Hang on. That has me concerned. What the hell is that? I think it's just me imagining things. Jeez. Ah, dear. Yeah. Oh, right. The other videos that I mentioned doing, I'm pretty sure Is it today or tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think it is. The second part of the Dungeon Soup React, that's finally getting out, which is great. That was a long time coming. There is a part 3 that I now need to edit up. There's also another thing. It's more of just a one-shot that I did up, which I can now edit and set to release because I did that with the new model and I wanted to do this first. So yeah, that's something else to look forward to. That's a little showcase of another game that I've been meaning to do for a while. I got gifted a copy, or given a copy, I think is the correct term, to try out. It's called Labyrinth Trailblazers. Trailblazer, there's no S. I keep doing that. That video might be out next week or the week after. I'm not sure. I still need to edit it, but I got it set up to do that. So yeah, that's something that has been on the books to do for a while. Again, like, just do something with it, but it's like I was contemplating doing it on stream and just, yeah. It's like, as I've gotten more and more programs and stuff to run in OBS, I've been pushing the computer further and further, and I definitely feel like I'm at the point where I'm probably pushing it a little too far. I've probably been pushing it a little too far for a while. God, I hope I don't break it. Yeah, because if the PC goes, there's a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Like, some of the content that I did previously will be lost. People probably know that I've lost a couple of VODs just because files corrupted and stuff. Like, there was the Earthbound VOD that got me absolutely corrupted, and I only had the audio left because I'd stripped the audio out already. The Banjo-Tooie, I lost half of the first half of the second stream. I had to replay that whole segment. People probably know that because finally replay that segment and then started editing it. So that's mostly been edited, actually. So it's almost back to where it's the original stream again. God, what else did I lose? There's a stream from Pokemon Violet. I mentioned that in the video that a whole stream just went missing. I have no idea what happened there. There's just no VOD or anything. I don't remember getting it corrupted, so I don't know what happened. That one's concerning. Is there anything else that's gone missing? Honestly, Pokemon Shield playthrough, people may note that the end half of that, there's, how do I put it? It's very weird, just highlight cuts. That's because the last session wasn't recorded, so the VOD itself isn't missing, it's just, it never got saved anywhere. Like, I'm trying very hard to be careful about not losing stuff anymore, and making sure that stuff makes it to the VOD channel, or the archive channel, I should say, and I can pull it from there when I need to, which is good because it means that a lot of the stuff from 2025, I think it is, last year, maybe the year before, I don't know, a lot of that stuff is secure there. It's just the bulk of the other stuff. Yeah, I guess I have mentioned this in comment on YouTube. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is from older streams and play sessions that I've been editing. If I remember correctly, most of the stuff from 2020 and 2021 has been edited now. There's just some stuff from 2022, which is basically just Final Fantasy 9 and Persona 3. And then everything else is 2023 onwards. I've been trying to like clean up the backlog of what's on there, as well as any series that are small and won't take too long to edit up and complete. So yeah, it's kind of a mix. There's some stuff from, as I said, 2022 still being worked on, and then there's stuff as new as last year. There's nothing from this year for the most part, just because I haven't done any streams or much recorded content. To be fair, it's kind of hard to record and store stuff when you've got limited space left. I'm in such a weird position there. But yeah, I'm hoping to wrap up the stuff from 2022. So that's not necessarily completing Persona 3 or Final Fantasy 9. Oh, there, my computer just froze up for a sec. Great. Whatever. Yeah, they're not solely from that period. I think, yeah, that was the CPU that bugged out. Oh no, Persona 3 did finish up, so it's, I guess I'm hoping to finish it up by the end of the year, and Final Fantasy 9 bleeds over into 2023, so I don't plan to finish it, but just get it past that year, and then the rest of the stuff is just working on it as I can. I think that's the only thing, yeah. Final Fantasy 9 is the only thing left 2023 wise. Like most of the backlog of older stuff is done. It's like after that point, mostly in 2024 and 2025. Though I have finished like a bunch of newer stuff as well, just in amongst things. A lot of that's just because, well, wanted to do smaller playthroughs that had like less playtime, so there was that. Huh. The CPU dipped for a bit there. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely think like trying to do games on stream, what do I have, hang on, currently to finish up? There's Fallout, which is on the PC. Disgaea, honestly, I'm at the point where I'm just like, just do it offline. It's it's not great stream content. There is just so much repetitive grinding for small sections of story that I might just do that one offline and finish it up. That one's Borderlands 2. Oh god. I forget what we're up to with that with Heli, but again, my PC can barely handle it, and I don't think I can multi-stream that just because of how much pressure it's under. And then the only other one that we were doing on stream was Chrono Trigger, which again is running off the PC, so I'm not sure how that's going to handle. Chrono Trigger, we're most of the way through. Fallout, we're pretty much finished. So I don't know. Yeah, there's also Delta and stuff that I need to do offline. I don't know. I'm just worried that my PC is not going to handle it. Okay, I think it's having the stream up in the background. It's causing a lot of the processing. Hang on, let's test this theory. If I do this, and then it drops. Yeah, it's having the live footage on Firefox. Okay, yeah, that's what's doing it. If I popped out chat, maybe? There might be a workaround. We might have a workaround there. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to try and do anything today just because, I don't have stuff set up, and this is more just testing how my PC's handling things and whether the stream would be stable. It's probably not too much effort if I wanted to, but I'm kind of just lethargic, tired. I don't have the energy to try and play a game at the moment. This is the other problem. I know when people would turn up to streams and what time I would expect, like, audience and stuff. I know, dear. I know that people probably won't turn up much. It's been so long since I've streamed. And as far as, like, the VODs are going to, like, reflect, like, you know, there's not really anyone here, which is fine. But I think it might just be better just to do stuff offline for now. I don't know. Like, the only place that I make any money from doing content is Twitch, and I don't know, I'd have to do a lot of work to, like, promote myself and, like, build up my live viewer audience again in order to actually make that work. So yeah, I don't know about how much I'm stressed about trying to do stuff live. That's just kind of where I am with it. I'm probably leaning more towards the idea of doing stuff offline for a bit. I don't know. Just with the backlog and everything, like, that's another concern. I guess it didn't help that today I didn't actually put hyperlinks to anything. So anyone who saw that I was going to start stream probably didn't see the links to it. Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely doable doing YouTube streams, but I think at the moment I may not prioritize streaming much until either A, I get a better CPU / PC. Well, they're kind of indicative of the same thing, in order to kind of handle the issue of how much shit I have running in the background. Or I managed to like build up a interest in watching people watching me live, which honestly, like, I kind of get the impression that no. It's not that people don't want to watch my stuff, and more just I feel like a lot of the stuff that I do is more akin to on-demand viewing at the moment. I know what I mean. Yeah. That doesn't mean that I won't stream ever again or anything. I feel like I'm in the position of I need to kind of get things fixed in the back end in order to just have the stability of my machine. Yeah, that's probably what I'm feeling there. Hey, Rune. Yeah. I've just been sitting here yapping. I did show the whole thing off earlier. Hang on. I can easily do that. Me. It's not too different. It's had like a couple of little changes, but it is different. Probably the big new thing is the heart. This stupid thing. Yeah, the face tracking is better, and I think that's just because newer model, newer techniques and stuff. I mean, well, it's been over a year between my first model and this model. But yeah, the little heart's actually hooked up to a heart rate monitor, so it's actually in pace with my actual heart rate. That's a bit of fun. That's probably the big thing for the model. Yeah, it is. It's also not a lot of work to like get set up and everything, which is nice. The thing is that I've just been stress testing like how my PC's been handling while stream has been running, because I'm running it here and I'm running a I guess the term would be a mirror on YouTube, and that's running fine, but yeah, my CPU is ready to crack the shits at me. It's like there's probably ways that I can save a bit. Yeah, definitely with like the mouth and eye movement, because that's definitely something the old model was a little stiff, I think is the way of putting it. And I don't know if that was stuff that I did in order to try and get the mouth movements and everything working, or what. because like I played with like my end of it in order to try and balance things, and I don't know if that made it stiff or if it was the parts or what. But yeah, it feels more expressive, I think is the way I should put it. Feels more expressive rather than saying, oh, it is more expressive. You know what I mean? But yeah, with how the CPU has been acting, because I've been monitoring it during the stream just to try and see like how much I'm using and stuff, I'm not sure if it can handle running stream, just regular stream, like not even yeah, I get what you mean there. Yeah, I'm not sure if the CPU could handle running a game running on the PC at the same time. And that's kind of where the problem of not just Borderlands, but like Fallout and Chrono Trigger and just a lot of the other stuff that I've had just put on hold since I've been away. They all run locally, so they're all using up a bit of the CPU. It's like RAM-wise, graphic card-wise, I'd be fine for the most part. It's just the CPU. And I've looked into it. I can't get a stronger one for my PC. My motherboard just won't take anything that's much... Oh no, it isn't. It isn't actually the model that's very CPU intensive. It's probably a little more intensive on the graphics card, actually. The CPU problem is just there's a lot of little things running in the background and they're all chewing up processing. So it's not that there's one program that's too intensive, and more that there's a lot of little programs running. If that makes sense. It's like, this model has 3 programs running in order to, like, animate it and everything, and that's, like, probably at most 25%. OBS is using about 10 to 15%, and then there's a couple of the little ones that are using, like, 5% or less. The problem is like, I can probably chew back, depending on what like I switch on and off, not the model wise, but like other programs that aren't as important. I could probably save like maybe 10% of my CPU usage, maybe 20%. And I don't know if that would cut it. Actually, do I have anything running in the background at the moment that I don't need? Nothing. Okay. So yeah. Like if I turn the internet browser off or... Yeah, it has been fun. It's also been a while since I played it last. But if I was going to do it, I'd have to do it on a weekend just because I've been doing it with Helly, and so our schedules would need to line up for that. Also, Helly's been having her own PC problems. Trying to clean the potato. Like, she's got 2. She's got the potato, which she can do basic stuff on, and then she's got a stronger one that I'm pretty sure she was doing Borderlands on that one. But if she's going to do it while she's down here, she needs to lug the damn thing all the way down with her. So yeah, that's a car ride with PC. But yeah, it's like... I don't know how well things would handle with not having the browsers open, or not like that 10 to 20% that I'd save. I don't know if that'd be enough to run something locally. Honestly, I'm trying to think, like, we've been having pretty decent time with the bosses, but if I remember correctly, Borderlands 2 does have balancing for having multiple characters. I think it does HP balancing, so the more characters that are in the game together, the more health they have, but it's a percentage loading. So I don't know if, like, we're having, like, an easy time or a hard time. Yeah, HP scaling. I don't know if it has damage scaling for that as well. Sorry. Stretch. Oh, I've been doing that too much. Hi. Welcome in. Don't mind if I don't say names. I have a bad habit of it. That's a thing from real life too. I get nervous around names and saying them wrong or forgetting people's names, and so I just don't. So don't mind me if I forget to or don't say specific names, please. Don't roast me alive. But yeah, back to the browser stuff. If I was to, like, do the multi-streaming, I'd still need to have YouTube's chat, and that... Actually, I can pop that out, can't I? I swear there was a pop-out thing for it. Yeah. Let's try doing that, minimize that, change that to a different one, minimize that. Sorry, the live chat's unavailable. Okay. Nope, it won't work. Great. That's saving about 20% on the CPU from where it was. Okay, and if I pop that back in, just so that I can able to see YouTube. Yeah, we're hovering around 60%. Okay, so maybe it's more doable than I think. I mean, this is why you stress test. The GPU's doing fine, though that's higher than before, and I don't know why. And the internet's stable. We've had decent connection. That was the other thing I was worried about. New place, new modem, and it's... Okay, this is going to take a bit of a weird explanation. So there's, So internet usually, or at least at the most of the places that I've had internet connections, is through, the landline. That's all the months of work of tinkering with the redesign and trying different things just makes it feel worth it. I feel that was 6 months of work. But yeah, normally it's a landline. Of this place, it's connecting to the mobile network. So yeah, just from my daily usage, sometimes it would cut out or do weird shit. So I was a little concerned that stream may be choppy, but no. But by the test and everything today, it's been pretty stable, which is good, really good, because that gives me confidence. Well, I say 6 months, not like it was like, oh, every day, more just like it was a process between everything else. Because it's like, you put together a sketch of changes in things, you leave it for a day and have a look at it again and go, actually, do I like that or do I not, sort of thing. So it's not like, goddamn the ad. Yeah. I can't nod for shit. The tracking doesn't like it. Okay, if I really wanted to stress test something that doesn't matter. Let's see. I think it's this one. Nope, that's not right. Oh well, doesn't matter. Open. Okay. Yeah, it was an attempt. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Hang on. I've got most of the games here. Yeah. I do have Perfect Dark for the N64. I have been meaning to do 8 actually as well. I've got that on the console. Like the console stuff probably would run fine. Yeah, I mean I've also got like the why are you doing that? Yeah, I've got all the stuff that I have listed on the friggin' Discord. Okay. I'm just like seeing like what my PC's doing while running the emulator in the background. It's actually running fine. Let's see what happens when I open the tracker. Nope, that's the wrong freaking file. And that is open to... Freaking hell. Go away. Clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, that's that, and then... No, I don't need to do that. Trackers. Pretty sure it's this one that I've got everything set up to. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that was when that program opened up. CPU still stable, stream's still stable. Let's see what happens when I do... No, that's not... Hang on. Why is that not what... Hang on. Oh, that's why that... Because I moved them all into... God damn it. That's not right. I got the tracker on screen and everything, but that... What's going on there? Because I moved everything. I maybe it's the wrong tracker. Because that could be the problem. No, it's not that one. Okay, that's working. Yeah, I opened the wrong tracker. Ah. Okay. Things are stable. I don't even remember what the settings were for this. I rolled this seed up like months ago. Started with a full wallet. Okay. Yeah. And the CPU is doing fine. Like, I'm monitoring that on the side as well. Okay, chest's a color. So that means this is a heart piece. And the other ones are junk. Okay, a shop shuffled? Yes. Real iron boots. Real Zora's tunic. And then everything else there is garbage. Okay. I mean, this is a good way to stress test because running it natively. Token. Yay. What can I do with this a sword? I guess best thing to do would be to go hunting info. I guess I could check Dampe, but it might be best just to try and do gossip stones. Yeah, I haven't done a rando in ages either. Why didn't I not see that on the chat? Hang on. Oh. No one can hear the audio. Yeah, I haven't done one of them in ages either. Actually, is this a trial seed? I don't even know. God, there's so much just buggy. I mean, the easy way to tell if this was a trial seed is if any of if the rainbow is open. Because if Rainbow Bridge is there, yep, nah. Oh, no, it is. Which means this is just hunting the things in order to beat the trials. Forest, water. Shadow. and fire. Okay. No, that's fine. It just takes a little while to read. Okay, so... Forest means I need iron boots and bow. Water means I need hammer. Shadow is long shot. Fire temple is... by requirement, I need... Goron tunic. Okay, I think I've got an idea of what I'm looking for. Yes. Fire arrows are not required, but they're an option. If you've got long shot, you don't need fire arrows because you can long shot your way across. Though I don't know if that's in logic per se. Because like I didn't think that you needed Goron tunic to do fire trial, but apparently it is written in the logic that you need it. Lighting the flames in the royal tomb is sculptural. Okay, that don't care. Bigoron is dead. Zodongo's cavern is adult. And there's a key in the Lost Woods for GTG. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. But considering how, like, strict with logic OOT often is, you can't just say, to hell with logic. Unless you're playing with, like, glitched logic. And I'm not good enough with glitches to do that. I mean, as far as, like, my PC goes, like, I've got 64 gigabytes of RAM, so, you know, plenty of RAM. My GPU is probably a bit old, but it still manages. It's just been the CPU. Yeah, I try not to yeet the logic too much, just because I'm worried I yeet it and then I end up absolutely lost. Oh, and I'll need light arrows regardless. Okay, let's see what sculptural tokens have while I'm here. Tan is dead. 20 is dead. 40 is dead. 30 is dead. 50 is dead. Okay. Sculptural tokens don't matter. Oh, that's wrong. Run validated. We found Greg. I may as well check what's in Windmill. Sculptural token. And we know we don't need any of them, so that's fine. You know, I'm pretty sure I've still got these. Yeah. Um. God, what was the commands? Add trial. I was seeing if I could remember. Uh. Fire. Okay. Fire arrows or din, bottle and hammer, long shot and din or fire arrows, long shot and hovers, plus hammer, strength free, long shot, Goron tunic. Okay. I don't have to try and remember everything. So by the looks of it, I definitely need long shot. Okay. One of my hookshot parts is in Lost Woods. That's concerning. Yeah. Another Greg. Huh. What the hell are the settings for this? God damn it. God, it's all like muscle memory. I won't get the quick prize, but that's expected. You got literally nothing. There we go. Hmm. Oh god, I got crates on. Oh god. Okay, crates being on changes a lot of stuff. That's a sculptural token. Okay, so that means I've got shuffled crates on. I might have shuffled pots on then. I didn't see grass shuffled. That's going to be interesting. There is literally nothing I can do here except pots. Ow! Okay, that confirms it. Pots are shuffled. Okay. Yeah. And since we know that we don't need sculptural tokens, spider pots are useless. Actually, aren't there pots over here? It's like you hardly ever go this way. No. It's just that. Well, at least we confirmed something. No, that's fine. Time zones are weird. I'm like 15 hours out from the Americas, so yeah, I totally understand. That's okay. Thanks for dropping by. Nothing for 35 rupees. And that is the normal Goron tunic. Cow behind the web in the grotto gives nothing. Cows are shuffled? Okay. Bomb bag. Oh, wow. That is like insanely useful. Do that. I want to save before I go into the bazaar because I know that sometimes glitches out on me. We made it in alive. Fiora's for 40. I might take it. I mean, we don't need it, but it's teleportation. It's like, why not take it? Let's see if I remember correctly where this is. It's like here? I think I'm off a little bit. Yeah. Only a little bit. Like, that's cool. Definitely an interesting experience looking at how the YouTube handles the auto subtitles. It's been pretty accurate, so that's been useful to know. And I at least can enunciate well enough for it to understand what I'm saying. Is that there? And I think there's pots. No, just those. Cool. Okay, so that's everything in CAC for now. Let's go see what else we got milling about. Bombs means I've got river. And we can technically get more of Lost Woods. That was a GTG key that's not worth worrying about. Oh, the timer stopped. Why did the timer stop? Oh, well. Is that a Storm's Grotto? I swear that was a bombable grotto. Okay, up we go. Oh, that's a fairy fountain. Yeah. Dungeons is shuffled. But you can't enter Jabu as adult normally. Spirit Temple hoards the ocarina. Okay. That's just nothing. That's why I couldn't see anything there. There's our first waff hint. Not in particularly. We found bombs. That's been about it. Yeah. Hmm. Getting that valley hint has made me think I should check there. I can at least do the stuff on this side of the bridge. Because that means that this Epona or long shot. Spirit Temple's an unknown location. And that's where Ocarina is. I probably should mark that down. Oh yeah, moths like to get into all sorts of things. Eat your clothes. Ugh. So let's see. Can't do the silver rock. There's a crate down the bottom and the waterfall. That's all I can do here at the moment. Ah. Did I forget about falling rocks as an adult? Just get bopped on the head? Sculpture. Back of the graveyard is where Jabu Jabu is. Okay. Oh, the crate and cow aren't here as adult. Okay. Okay. So, Castle Fairy is garbage. Haunted Wasteland is foolish. Cool, we got a foolish, but that's like the most useless one to get. Because Haunted Wasteland barely has any checks as it is. Hmm. Shadow Temple hoards nothing. Oh, that's what hoards is. That's what the prize at the end of the dungeon is, because dungeon rewards are shuffled. So there is literally no reason to complete Shadow Temple other than the boss drop. Regular chest in there. Okay. I think with how this test is going, I'm actually feeling a lot more confident about trying to run other games again. Just because it isn't crapping the bed. It's very much like having Twitch's stuff sitting in the background with the browser. Definitely made the difference minimizing that. I probably should check the grottos. Spirit Temple hoards a red rupee. Okay. So the ocarina is in Spirit Temple, but it's not the final prize. Well, that was obvious, but... Do 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 do. Paid 10 for 5. And got 3 and change, but still, god damn it. Okay, scrubs are mystery items. Hmm. Okay, right now my thought is I need to start dipping dungeons, but I also need to, like, pick lost woods. That's a map. God damn it. Definitely threw that in the wrong direction. God. No, that's magic. Even more important. God damn. There's no pots in here, but there are pots in the twins. Okay. Okay, Deku Tree can't be accessed as an adult. Well, at least we can check the gossip stones. It's the friends we made along the way. God. Hmm. What ones have you got available? Because I'm trying to think. I mean, you can refight some of the bosses. Burning Cack is dead. Okay. God, it's been so long that I can't even remember half of what the bosses are actually named. Yeah, definitely got options. Shadow Temple is Way of the Hero. Okay. So I do need to do basically all of Shadow when I find it. Pete. Brain is trying so hard. Pyro Pete. Oh. Fire Temple has the bow. Okay, that is very important. Okay. That's probably why I'm not registering who it is. I haven't done much of the DLC. God, I haven't done this in a while. There we go. No, nothing I can do there. That's alright, Rune. We got 2 scrubs. Walk straight into it, my god. I got cheapskated again. My god. The scrubs. They have it in for me. Oh, that's my keys. It's a little nothing. Well, at least the beeping stopped. I remember the tricks. Well, at least some of them. Make up your mind, dude. Are you coming or going? Damn it! So close. What the? Okay. I must be doing something weird there. Because I know that you can sword slash them. But I guess I'm triggering something else at the same time. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I've never actually tried using Deku Nuts on these guys before. Goron City is foolish. God damn it. But I need to go back there because I need to. Oh, shit. because I need to open up the path to the volcano. Zora's Fountain is foolish. That's my last foolish location. Somewhere I can't even go. Death Mountain Trader Crater. No, Death Mountain Crater. Okay, that's the song. Yep. I worked it out. And that's the last of our foolish locations. uh I think I just have to walk. Damn it. I hit the loading zone and I think just as it exploded. I've never seen that. Too early. Damn it, you little shit. Just a second. Fucking hell. Oh. I managed to throw the bomb and land it on the friggin' wire or tightrope. God. Okay, is there anything I can do in the volcano right now? Not really. No, it's fine. So that means the only other thing in here that's worth checking out is the gossip stone in rock storage, but I don't think that's worth worrying about right now. GTG, okay. Okay, the main chest is nothing. I can do one room that way and fight the Stalfos, and I can do that room. Can't do toilet. Okay. I can't get to the back room, but I can at least... Can I get up there? No, I'd need Ocarina and Song of Time. So there's only one other check I can do while I'm here. If I can jump straight... Because right now I don't have the bow. And I know where bow is. Okay. I think I jump slashed into his sword and impaled myself. Oh my god, I forgot how much damage they do. Oh, come on! Damn it! I'm out of Deku Nuts. Combination of the sand and just really, really bad timing. Ah, well. It's only one check. Yeah, apparently, while it's in its death animation, it doesn't count as being killed. That's the only assumption I can make. Okay, so the only thing really is either going child or checking out. Oh, I should probably go in here. Thieves hideout key. Why do I keep doing that? I need to go back in. That was a key item. God, I'd love to have a shield. Strength. That's good. Oh, yeah. When evil rules all. Okay. So I need Ocarina of Song and Time in order to access Child. So that puts that out of logic. Hmm. Fair enough. I think it may want me to use the bottle I've got. and go to ice cavern entrance. Another Greg. Nut capacity. We got more nut. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we've done everything that we can in here for the moment. I can't go child, so yeah, that definitely means that we need to go. No, we can't go Zora River because I can't break into Zora's domain. So that means I need Huh? Hmm. I might need to go back to GTG, but I've only got one key for there. Unless there's something else in grottos that I haven't done, but I've covered most of the basic grottos. Except Tyrell Field, really. Hmm. Hmm. There's a key chest in there. That seems to be it. Damn it. Come on. There we go. Ugh, was for a junk test chest 2. Damn it. Well, it's everything here. I just realized I've got bombs. Why have I not done the chest that's on Death Mountain Trail? Jeez. Yep. That's blocked. Yeah, we got it done. Hmm. Okay. Where was the Lost Woods? I checked most of the Lost Woods. Child Lost Woods. Great. So that means I need Fire Temple access first. Not Fire Temple, Shadow Temple. Yeah, probably. Mm. Ah. Shadow Temple keyring. Opponents. Finally, an extra heart. Now we just need an ocarina. Just. God damn it. Mm. Okay. True. So Ocarina is in Shadow Temple. I know that. Which means Shadow can't be... Shadow can't be up in sorry. It can't be up north because I would need Ocarina in order to get it in Gerudo Colossus there. So Shadow Temple can't be there. Hmm. That's a fairy fountain. So there's only one other grotto. I haven't played Mario Tennis in ages. But also, I keep getting a suggestion about the audio. What the hell? I might need to check what's going on there. Okay, the cows are separated, so cows shuffle is on. Hmm. There's no point in doing the puzzle. I can't get in there to do it. I know. Normally you can roll peak, but it's not worth it. It's not something that can help me at the moment. But now I'm at a bit of a loss. Because I think this is the last check that I have. God damn it. Water Temporizer bomb bag. I've already got one, so meh. Bomb tube bag. Yeah. I don't think bomb tubes help me at all anyway. Like, is there anything I could do that I couldn't do without bomb tubes? Bomb tube bowling, but that's it. And even then, I can't do it. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So it really doesn't matter that I missed it. But now that leaves me in an awkward position. So, not slingshot. Hook shot is locked behind child. Child is locked behind Ocarina and Song of Time. Uh, Ocarina is in Shadow Temple. That means Shadow Temple can't be in a place that would require hook shot to get to. Or Ocarina. Just by using hint logic. So Shadow Temple can't be in Fountain or Ice Cavern entrance. It can't be Colossus or GTG. Can't be Fire Temple either. Where the heck is it? I must have some bung logic. Hmm. Okay. I've done all the checks in Ganon's castle that I can. We've done what we can here. Lost Woods. There's only the iron boots in the shop, which I can't get without another wallet. We know the sculptures are dead. Hookshot is in Lost Woods, and we've cleared out most of Lost Woods. So it has to be something as child. Goron City is foolish, so that's not worth worrying about. Haunted Wasteland we can't get to anyway. GCG is locked up at the moment. I can't do anything else there unless I find a hookshot, technically. I can't even enter domain at the moment. Unless I had hovers. Okay. Let's see if I got the spoiler log. Because I'm at the point where I'm wondering what the hell's going on. I do. Okay, let's have a look. It opened in the wrong freaking thing. Whatever. Okay, let's see. Okay, it must be a child scrubbers on meter backflip, windmill piece of heart, lab dive, visible collisions, grottos without agony, fewer tunics, man on roof, Goron City pot, lensless wasteland, reverse wasteland, scarecrow, the jump hammer, jubby lens, child dead hand, forest outdoors ledge, lens shadow, lens bongo, lensless. Yeah. Okay, then no real weird tricks, and that also means that since the GTG hand trick isn't on there, it expects me to have hook shots or long shot for that. Okay. Entrances, locations. Gossip Stones, playthrough. Okay. Yep, got a limb, blue fire. What? Okay. Okay, so I must have messed this up in the settings. Again, I rolled this seed ages ago. Seriously? Ugh. Yeah, it's good to be back again. Like, honestly, just been, I don't know, just kind of been having a hard time getting myself motivated to stream and worrying about so many little things that could go wrong. Okay. So, if the spoiler log is correct, which by the sounds of it is, and honestly, I don't know how long we've been playing this seed for, but I feel like it's been about 2.5 hours, or at least roughly 2 hours. Fucking hell. How was that in logic? Like, the only thing that I was expected to have was bombs. And despite having everything else displaying. Oh, hi, Creep. Yeah, despite everything else, like displaying what it is, the beehive didn't. Fucking hell. That was the last thing from Sphere 2 that I was missing. And that was locking me out from the rest. So after that, you can get Ocarina, another strength. And then once we get the Ocarina, Song of Time, travel, and then it just unlocks from there. Oh god, it was 19 spheres. God, what the hell did this seed want me to do? This is insane. Okay. So, next up, Deku Tree access for the Ocarina, which is not hinted. Shadow Temple was the one that was hinted. Ganon Castle Water Trial Fairy Pot Drop. Progressive Strength. Oh, there's pots in the... Yep. There's pots in the room behind there. Then windmill for Song of Time. Then we can time travel. Small key for Gerudo. Weird egg, hover boots. Another small key for GTG. Buy Deku Shield. Why buy? Bow, not the hinted one. Oh, God. Lens of Truth. Spirit Temple small key. Din's Boomerang. Another GTG small key. And Minuet. Small key for Fire. Song of Storms. This is the Sphere 7. Sun Song. That's all bottom of the well. Wait. Oh, right. Mixed entrances. Sun Song. Then Ganon Trial Rupees. Small key ring for Water Temple. Another GTG key. Why do I need so many keys for GTG? That is actually... Okay. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell passed me? What the hell? Okay. So Sphere 9, this is where GTG comes in. The Maze Path second chest. Small key ring for Ganon's Castle. Then we can buy Iron Boot. Wait, how do we buy Iron Boots? When did we get a wallet? Wallet in Gerudo Fortress Crate 3, which is not... Huh? Wait, how did we get to Gerudo Fortress then? Opponent's Song is not on the list. And there wasn't another progressive hook. How the hell did you get to... How did you do that? A warp's randomized? That'd be the only thing. If Minuet warped you to Colossus and then required you to backwards... Hang on. I swear if that's what it wanted me to do, I'm going to lose it. Not really, but you know what I mean. Well, yeah, opponents isn't in the friggin' thing. What the hell? It expects me to get the progressive wallet without telling me that I needed to get opponents. Din's is in market shop earlier. Okay, progressive strength, lullaby, small key, another GTG key, key ring, iron boots, bad temple key, Goron tunic, which progressive wallet unlocks. Yep. More silver rupees. Ruto's letter. Oh god. Okay, so that means that if I go back to the dungeons, Ice Cavern. Yeah. Yep. So Shadow Temple was Ice Cavern, and even with, yeah. You need Zelda's Lullaby in order to get him to move, I guess. Yeah, you need Zelda's Lullaby to get in there. You need Ruto's letter in order to deliver it and move it so that you can get through in order to get access to Shadow Temple, which gets us the second hook shot. Long shot. And small keys. Why do we need the Kakiri sword? Oh. No. Please, no. Deku Tree was Water Temple. That's why sword. Oh god. Because I didn't have the conditions. That's why you need Kakiri order to get light out. That's evil. That's evil. So right at the end of the seed, you need to go deep Fire Temple to get the Kakiri sword, solely so that you can get into Deku Tree entrance, which is Water Temple, and then you have to go all the way to the boss key room to get light arrows. What the hell? I have no idea. That's insane. I'm glad I was only using this as just a test and I didn't care of whether I finished it or not. But my God. What a doozy that was. Did I have all locations accessible on? Hints. Dungeons. Trials. Songs. Entrances. Locations. Which is just all the... Okay. Reachable locations all. Damn it, that's where it is. If I had set that reachable locations, that would have barred it from trying to give me items to get everywhere. God damn. This seed, oh my god, like, I thought it'd be chill, be nice. Oh no, it's not. It's friggin' evil. I should have turned reachable locations off. And I think I just missed that because that's why I locked a bunch of areas. Because then it's like, oh, you can't get to the location. You don't need to go there. Like, it's meant to be like a scavenger hunt style sort of thing. I will say that, like, removing the boss rewards from their locations did mean that I didn't need to fight a single boss. Like, in all the checks, none of them are on boss drops. So that worked, but the location setting is where it's just screwed up. Oh. Also, 2 hours to beat Sphere 2 because of friggin' beehives. And that's the only beehive that I needed too. That's also annoying. Okay, I want to double check. Minuet's the only song that I got, so is Minuet is Death and Crater Central location. Okay. Yeah, nope, nope. Can't find an answer to that one. Somehow it expects you to get Epona, or get to Gerudo Fortress, without telling you to get Epona's song. That's so weird. Hmm. Like, honestly, the idea was interesting. The execution, not so much. Oh dear. Yeah, just get a big running start. Oh dear. Okay, that is, I just wanted to check that quickly. Yeah, YouTube is getting audio. It's just telling me that the audio bit rate is wrong. Oh, that's okay. It might be overloading it. That might fix that end. Okay. So we stress tested. We definitely know that I can handle things, so I might be getting back to streaming a bit more regularly. I don't know. And apparently the settings on the timer are... Yeah. Wait, why am I... Go away. Mm. Hi. So what is... And do... Let's have a look. See... Settings... Huh. I think my timer was set up on the wrong thing. Interesting. Okay. So, I think what... Ooh. I definitely think that we can handle more stuff going on in future and try doing some other streams and starting up games that we previously had not finished. Brain trying to keep up. But yeah, definitely think multi-streaming can be a thing from now on. I honestly don't know how much I worry about it too much, just because at... Thank you, Doom. Yeah, because by the looks of it on YouTube side, just looking at analytics, like, nobody was there. Nobody showed up on that side, which, you know, is fine. I don't normally stream to YouTube as well, but I can. I think just for, probably my own sanity in the future, I may just stick to just doing Twitch unless people ask about me doing more YouTube. But I don't think it's worth it in the long run, just with how today's test ran. Completely doable and stable, just not sure if it's really worth it at this point in time. Probably just got a few other things to fix up in the background, overlays and stuff that I've been wanting to do and just haven't. And fixing up some audio stuff that I'll need to do at some point. But yeah, I'm probably going to end things here because I am starving. And the heart rate monitor is starting to hurt. Ah, it's stuck to me. I didn't think I made it that tight. Maybe it's just nerves. Yep, I'm going to enjoy food and then do some other things since I don't have anything else to do today. But yeah, back to stream, which is good. I may talk to Helly and see what we can do about doing Borderlands 2 again. We do have plans to do other offline stuff, so that's stuff for YouTube. And yeah, don't really have much else to add. I'm probably not going to raid just because this has been a bit of a weird stream and everything. But yeah, thanks for those who dropped by. Take care. Other doobly-doo sort of thing. I'm going to wrap things up and grab something to eat, since I can't go anywhere because I don't have a car at the moment, which is a story that I didn't mention. I'm going to be without one for a week. Yay. Okay. Bye.